the show.
Hello.
It's a pleasure having you here today. So, we're going to ask you a few questions. To start, your favorite sport is basketball, is that right? So how did that start?
I actually started pretty late when I started my first year in university, when a friend just said, let's go play on a random weekend. And I said, I don't know how to play. He's like, I'll teach you. So that's how I got started, and then eventually I started watching some NBA, which only drew me further into the game.
Cool. So who's your favorite team?
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh yeah.
They're the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know nothing about basketball, for the record. So, I'm going to end it there with the basketball questions. Okay, so related to Shad, why did you become a PA?
So the past 2 summers, I was actually doing full-time research at the Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. The thing with research is that it's extremely independent and a lot of, like just working on your own. It was good, except I wanted to do something where I can interact with a lot of people, get some energy like from the workplace. And like I also took some summer course in May, so it was really hard to get a full-time job. So Shad was perfect. It was just 1 month long in July.
Cool. So what kind of research were you doing?
My research was on osteoarthritis. So it's the arthritis of the bone. So I'm trying to look at this protein called aquaporin 9 and how elevated levels of this protein can be implicated in the development of OA.
That sounds pretty cool. So, clearly the challenges of being a PA are completely different from the challenges of research. What do you think some of the challenges of being a PA here at Shad are?
So it requires a lot of energy and patience. Actually, it's quite similar to research because you also need a lot of research, a lot of patience as well. Thing is, being a PA is not always easy just because you're interacting with so many students like throughout the whole day.
It's hard.
Yeah, and it also goes from like 7 in the morning all the way to like, I don't know, midnight. So doing that almost every day is very tiring.
Oh yeah. But what's the best part of being a PA? Like, what's the most rewarding for you?
I think for me, just being able to talk to a lot of you guys, and I try my best to give you guys some insight and some advice for the future. So like when I was a Shad, having that kind of presence really helped me with my future. So kind of being able to be in that role at this point is really rewarding.
Yeah, I think you definitely give a unique perspective to a lot of us.
Great.
So, everybody knows that your role model is Jordan Belfort, of course, right? So, could you explain to us why that is?
So think about it this way. So Jordan Belfort, around, I think in his 20s, he started making like millions, right? So that's like in 4 or 5 years. And there's people that live like that kind of lifestyle, huge mansion, whatever, like everything you can have. There's some people who don't. So he's one of those people who went to that next level and who like lived this lifestyle that nobody, people only dream of, right? Another big thing I really respect about him is that, he screwed up big time, ended up in prison or whatever, but now he turned his life completely around, and now he's a motivational speaker to help people get to that level in a more ethical way. So just being able to see someone, rise up from such struggles over and over, being able to be at that top level, it's just something that I want for myself. And, like these seminars are extremely empowering, I guess. So yeah, that's why.
So do you think that like, even with the negative connotations, like especially the negative connotations of all the things that he had done, it makes it easier for people to relate to him, like because of the struggles that he went through, they don't see him as like a perfect person?
So I think people either hate him or love him.
There's no in-between?
I don't think it's an in-between. And you can either, try to focus on stuff he did wrong and see him as a bad person, or you can just appreciate what he did well and just focus on that. And I just choose to do that. It's all about perspective, right? So you can either choose to learn what he did well and take that into your own life, or you can just focus on what he did bad and then just complain about it.
That's some fantastic insight right there. So apart from rich, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
So I don't actually necessarily want money to be my future goal. I just want to be able to have enough so that I can do what I want to do whenever I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have these constraints in my life. So my plan right now is go to med school and then either specialize in plastic surgery or sports medicine, and hopefully have my own clinic.
Cool. Why do you want to go into medicine specifically? Because there are a lot of fields that can bring you like the same success and fame, but...
So the thing that really attracts me about medicine, it's very multifaceted. So one thing that I really like doing is teaching. So medicine allows me to be a teacher for like the patients, but also I can like stay in the academia and help the students at the same time. So that's one thing. Another thing is, of course, being able to help people on a one-on-one basis. So I like interacting with people like, one-on-one basis, and being a doctor lets you do that. And also just being able to have that power to make changes that you want to see, because as a doctor you get a lot of respect and prestige. So that means you can induce a lot of changes that you want to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of that like direct connection.
Yeah, exactly.
So you see the fruits of your labors right away.
Yeah.
And now, for our last question. This is an important one. This is deep. Are you ready? What's your best pickup line?
It has to be that one I told you before. Hey girl, are you trash? Because I want to take you out.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, Joseph. Has that worked for you, out of curiosity?
I don't like to use pickup lines.
Oh, you're too good for that. You don't need them, right?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Joseph, for being here today.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.